All right, family, let's step into our next module, ownership, right? We talked about brokership being the foundation of the hierarchy of real estate, ownership being the heart, and then we're gonna get into controllership being the head and the ultimate power. Well, ownership is defined as the act, state, or right of possessing something. I love this definition because it puts into perspective with us. We talked about early in my career, those who own the most land win. And they do win, but those who control it really win, right? There is a difference between controllership and ownership. Ownership is important. We must possess things. We must have this act or state of owning and possessing. But when you look at the word right, when you have the right to own something, it means someone is giving you something. Therefore, there's a separation of power when you are giving the right or the opportunity versus you calling the shots, right? So that's something I want us to study as we go through this. But ownership is very important. Why it is because with these rights, with this act or state of possessing, when it comes to real estate, we have the opportunity to benefit. Again, this can be a residential property, right? And you guys do have access to our real estate mastery program, which will break down all the different asset classes of real estate, different strategies in real estate, etc. This door is a high level overview, but you still get the real estate mastery deep dive in our curriculum, right? So you have residential real estate, you have commercial real estate, right? Again, we said agricultural, industrial, all those things can be owned, right? Possessed. The reason why we like it is because, again, because supply and demand, meaning there's more people being born every day. We're living longer. You're becoming vegan now. You're healthier. You're juicing. You're doing yoga, right? So we're living longer, but the planet only has so much inhabitable land. So because of that, supply and demand, right? Because there's little supply of real estate, little supply of land, inhabitable land or habitable land, you have supply and demand where real estate appreciates in value over time, right? Through ownership. So we want to own because we want that benefit of appreciation, because that appreciation then be able to do something and it creates something called equity, right? So equity is the difference between what we owe on something and what it's worth. So this property is worth 100,000, right? Or excuse me, the property we owe 100,000. And mind you, as we make payments, that 100,000 goes down as we make mortgage payments. The property through supply and demand goes up in value, right? Through appreciation we just talked about. Then, that's either. Then we create this thing called equity. And equity could be leveraged, right, as actual cash, as value to, again, be a core thing for us, be another revenue generator, et cetera, for our businesses. We talked about previously tax advantages, writing off tax losses, mortgage interest, and other tax mitigation opportunities we'll cover later, but there's plenty of tax advantages in real estate as well, retaining more money for our heirs. Then there's the rental income, right? Multi-unit, 4-unit, single unit, whatever, commercial property. You get the rental cash flow, right, out for your family, right? All those things come from our ability to have this act, state, or right of possessing real estate assets and then leveraging them, not to mention leveraging our air rights in the real estate, right? The right to build up, leveraging our mineral rights, the right to grow food, right? Drill tunnels, go down, create wells, water, whatever. All those things are all rights and all perks to owning real estate assets. Welcome to the ownership module of the hierarchy of real estate.